Picks, and today we'll be focusing here on Europe, La Liga and EPL. And of course, before we get underway, just a couple of things. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Of course, we're here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 each time with Soccer Daily. Of course, you want to set those notifications. You never know when we're giving out plays for same day. As you know, at this time frame, we're right near the start time for some of these prime time games in Europe. So you want to make sure you're able to get the picks for those same day picks. Today's not the case. We got weekend action for you today, but just for in the future, you're live with us. And also, what you want to do is set those notifications when you hit that bell. Also, our promo code, you can save 20% off all pre and pick packages. When you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab to get signed up. And also, we'd always love to hear from you guys. So if you would, post your picks in the comments below. And then, of course, be sure to visit our site, tonyspicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing here the latest handicapper plays here from the top handicappers in our industry. I'm just going to refresh the page. I wanted to get the latest page up there for you guys. You get to just follow the links to the hot cappers and get signed up. Guys like Paul, our featured handicapper here on Soccer Daily, Paul is top unit producer right now on the site for the year. Also, you'll see our featured plays here on the center of the page. When you click the best bet, each capper can release a best bet per sport per day. And you can see many of them have those best bets up there, so keep an eye on them. And of course, Paul's been red hot with his best bets. Nick has a couple of best bets up there, so guys, keep an eye on there and get signed up to those best bets. Also, a $15 pick. You know, if you want to get introduced to our service, to our paid service, each capper will release one pick from their handicapper, from their premium picks per day as a $15 pick, just to introduce you to their service. And you can see many of them want to make a good impression. They'll feature their best bets as $15 pick. Matter of fact, Paul has a $15 play today going up on the board, so make sure you get signed up for that one. And of course, our 3-packs are really good features. Those big players like the 3-packs. You know, when we put that feature together for you, as you notice here, we're not really looking for those what they call those page views. We're looking to improve for a good user experience, and that's what we put our emphasis on. We're not trying to get you to click pages. We make this simple navigation, smart navigation for you, so you can just click the tab here. Tab navigation is something the users prefer, so we make it nice and convenient for you. We're not looking for page views. We're just trying to make sure that we put the user first. So you can see a lot of our site is smart tab navigation there. As you can see how convenient it is for you to do the shopping here, where we don't have you just, click page views so our advertiser rate goes up. No, we're not interested in that. We want to make sure we put the user first. So check out that tab navigation that we use at tonyspicks.com. Innovative technology here. Something we've just introduced is the late steam play. You'll find that on the pick ticker in green here. That means that the capper has released this play between 10 minutes and 2 hours of start time. The late plays, history has showed us the late plays hit a very high percentage. The biggest frustration in this industry is having to meet a deadline to get your picks in. We do that. A lot of times we get our picks in the morning, but again, between the time we enter our picks and game time could be another 8 hours. And a lot of times we see a lot of plays that we like, but we can't get to our customers because we already released. Well, that we have taken care of that issue. We've come up with the late steam play, where our handicappers can post plays between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. And what happens here is our long-term customers, our package customers, will receive an email notification with the pick. So you get the pick immediately if you're a long-term subscriber. If you're not, and you just go to our pick ticker, you'll see the Steam pick up there. You can act on it. You'll see how much time you have to act on it, buy it, and you'll get it here at checkout. So convenient there for you. For the long-term customers, added feature at no extra charge. This is now functional. Is our late steam play. So handicappers can now, within 10 minutes and 2 hours between game time, get you their premium plays. They like late. So these are going to hit at high percentages because, again, we have all the information, all the injury news, all the roster news, any line moves. A lot of times we like games with the lines not where we want it. While the line moves in our favor, boom, it becomes a premium. So I've been in this industry over 20 years. I know what the customers want. I know back-end technology. I have a tech and a handicapper and a betting background. So I cover the entire field here. I'm just like a team president that's played the game before, right? So I know what the customer wants. I know what the handicappers want. Got to keep both ends happy. And these late steam plays has been one of the biggest issues we've had in this industry, where we cannot get our late plays customers. Now we can. We can document them, and we will have them graded here. We're going to get the documentation in there. So I just want to make note to that late steam. We do have one right now from Nick. So keep an eye on the green. That's delayed Steam. Keep an eye on it, guys, there on the site. So some really good features coming to TonySpix.com, and we're continuing this. We're not stopping there. Trust me, we are continuing to develop this for our cappers. All right, let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Paul Legros. We'll find him over at TonySpix.com. Paul's been in this industry for a while. Paul, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going great, and I love the new feature because, me personally, I love to see the lineups first. And in soccer, the lineups are being revealed exactly 1 hour prior to kickoff time. So there's a lot of times where I wasn't interested in a match, but then I see something in the lineup, and then something clicks. A pick emerges, and as you said, these are the picks that have the highest win rate because you have even more data than you had 8 hours, 3 hours ago. So I really love it, and I'm going to be using a whole lot. But first, I'm going to give you guys some free plays for the coming days, which I really think are going to be winners.
Yeah, winners here on the board. A 5-pack here, weekend action from the EPL and La Liga. So let's get this one underway. It's Soccer Picks Daily here tonight on a Thursday. So let's get this one underway. We begin here with La Liga action for Saturday as Valencia takes on Mallorca.
Yeah, we took Mallorca's cards the other day, and they only got just 2 cards, and they only fouled I think it was 7 or 8 times. Well, their league average is the second actually in the league with over 15 fouls per game. So they did half the fouls that they normally do. Now they do get one of their actually their best striker back, Muriqi, who is also a source of fouls and cards himself. And Valencia, they have a crazy coach who even gets cards himself as well. So he's a very passionate guy, and he has infused his team with his, let's say, craziness. So I expect a very physical match between the two sides, a lot of fouls, a lot of cards. So I'm taking Mallorca over 3.5 cards plus 107.
All right, Paul Legros, find his picks over at TonySpix.com. This is action here from La Liga on Saturday, Valencia and Mallorca. He likes Mallorca over 3.5 cards. The return here at plus 107. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily. Join here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. We'd ask you if you like and subscribe and set notifications so you're live with us to get the best numbers and to get the picks in those instances where games begin within minutes. Let's continue on here on the show. They're joined by Paul Legros as we move forward. As we look at La Liga action again here for Saturday as Valladolid takes on Sociedad.
Yeah, Valladolid, they're a team that they recently exploded in their last match. They dropped 4 goals on Celta Vigo, and it was just take that result with a grain of salt because Celta Vigo are one of the most unpredictable sides in the La Liga. However, Valladolid will remain at home for their next match, and they now have Real Sociedad coming to town, who are in excellent form right now. They've won 5 or 6, actually. It's 7 matches in a row across all competitions, and I do expect both teams to get on the score sheet here. Real Sociedad have pretty much flipped the script that said that they're a very defensive side where they score maybe 1 or 2 goals. They concede either no goals or just 1 goal top. So they have this very defensive identity, and they don't this season. You see a lot of matches with both teams to score. So I like both teams to score here, minus 135.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at TonySpix.com. Here we go. This is action from Liga action for Saturday. Valladolid and Sociedad. He likes both teams to score. The return, minus 125. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily here with you Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. Now, if you're looking for Paul's best bets, Paul's been on a tear here. 36, 17, and 6. Last 59 best bet premiums, all documented over at TonySpix.com. So get on over to the site and get on board with some of Paul's plays for action here from the Big Five. Of course, your best value here would be to go with the long-term passes, where you get all of Paul's premium plays for that set period of time you select when you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase. Of course, the long-term pass is your best value now over at TonySpix.com. Don't forget, use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off. Access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab to get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily here, joined by Paul Legros as we move forward here. Continuing here, La Liga, we move over to Sunday action from La Liga as Espanyol takes on Elche.
Yeah, this is a match that's gotta have a lot of goals. Both teams are, under a lot of pressure right now. Elche under the most pressure because they're sitting at the bottom of the league table. Still no wins after 10 matches. Of course, they did have a brutal schedule to start the season, and this is probably their easiest match so far. So in Espanyol, they're not very good defensively. They're coming off their first clean sheet of the season, actually the second, but they keep conceding goals left and right, multiple goals against teams that are of the bottom half of the league table. So Elche, under a lot of pressure, they scored 3 goals in their last 2 away matches, and Espanyol with a very bad defense. I just have to take the combination of both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at plus 135 here.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. This is La Liga action for a Sunday as we have Espanyol and Elche going on. We've got both teams scoring over 2.5 goals and return plus 135. All right, you guys are tuning in Soccer Excel here, joined by Paul Arguedos. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us so you get these picks and get the best numbers with them. Let's continue on here. Moving here with La Liga action here for Saturday as we have Real Madrid taking on Sevilla.
Yeah, both teams are gearing up for important Champions League matches just a few days after this match. Now, Real Madrid are much more comfortable. They have already booked their ticket to the knockout round. The only thing to be decided in their Champions League group is whether they will continue as first or second in their group. While Sevilla, they're kind of in a bad place right now, but they made a change in coach, and since he came back, they used to employ this coach about 5 or 6 years ago, and he was he was loved by the city. Now he's back to try to correct this broken Sevilla side this season, and he's actually unbeaten in the last 4 matches, 3 draws and 1 win against Mallorca. The 3 draws were all by the same 1-1 final scoreline. So this is traditionally one of the tough venues for Sevilla to travel, but I do believe that they're going to be able to score at least once here. So I like both teams to score minus 125 on this one.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com as we look here at La Liga action here for Saturday. Real Madrid and Sevilla. He likes both teams to score. The return minus 125. All right, let's continue on here with the show, joined by Paul Arguedos. If you guys miss any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. Moving on to EPL for Saturday. Chelsea taking on Manchester United.
Yeah, this is gonna be a huge match, but in my opinion, don't be expecting a whole lot of goals, because historically, whenever these two sides meet, they produce a lot of unders and a lot of draws. In fact, each of the last 4 matches between the two sides, keep in mind that in soccer, each team plays every other team twice, once at home and once on the road. Now, both teams between the two matches, between the two teams last season, regardless of venue, were draws by the correct score of 1-1. The season before that, again, a couple of draws. This time, a couple of goalless draws. So 6 of the last 8 EPL matches between the two sides were draws. So I wouldn't be surprised if you've had another draw here at plus 250. I think it's worth a shot. But I'm going to take the under 2.5 goals between 2 very good defenses who have produced 5 unders in the last 5 league matches whenever they face one another, regardless of venue. So I like the under 2.5 goals at plus money here at plus 105.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. EPL action here for Saturday. Chelsea and Manchester United. He likes under 2.5 goals to return plus 105. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily here. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Like and subscribe and set notifications. Be live with us. All right, Paul, before we get into the recap, why don't you let me know what you have going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. Monster numbers here over on your best bets here. 36, 17, and 6. Last 59 best bets. Those are all documented over at Tony's Picks. You can visit Paul's handicapper page and verify those numbers here as you go down to pick history. All right, coming up to a big weekend of action here. Here we are on a Thursday. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Okay, I have several plays loaded for the weekend. I have a $15 pack play of the day for tonight. It's an NHL play that I really love. I don't usually post many NHL plays, but this one I really love. Then for Saturday, I have an early bird 11:30 p.m. soccer 3-pack where you get 3 plays for the price of 1, and if this package doesn't make profit, you get your money back in the like store credit. So I don't get paid if this doesn't win, so you know that my plays are fire on this 3-pack. And of course I have another big play. It's 100% undefeated best bet of the week. There's no way this play is gonna lose. I'm gonna give you a little hint. It's from the EPL, so it's loaded right there. It's a best bet, of course, 36, 17, and 6 run so far in soccer best bets in the season. There's a lot more plays in my shortlist, but The lines are not out yet. They're waiting for these midweek fixtures to finish, so the bookmakers can release the lines for the weekend matches. So I still have 3 more plays that are going to be loaded over the weekend, but we also have a show tomorrow, and I'll tell you all about it then.
That's right, guys. Again, we're Paul Aguero's over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll flash over the records here. As you can see, Paul's been on fire here. 36, 17, and 6 last 59 best bets, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Visit his handicapper page, and when you do, you'll be able to see his results, which have been on fire here. As we see here, plays today here from Paul Aguero's here. Thursday play of the day, he goes over to the NHL with his $15 premium pick. Also, best bets on the board as well. Here we got a Saturday best bet from Paul Aguero's here up there from football here. We're going here best bet of the week here with that best bet for Saturday. So that's a good way to get on board here with Paul. As you scroll down, you'll see more individual plays here from Paul. As we get into the long-term passes, which are your best value, you get all of Paul's plays here. Let's say if you want to try them out for a 7-day all sports pass, get all of Paul's plays for 7 days, and that will include all of his big 5. If we get into some Champions League action as well into next week, that is part as well of that 7-day all sports pass. So get on board there right now with Paul Aguero's over at Tony'sPicks.com. A really good value right now. Of course, when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you'll be able to save 20% off your purchase. Of course, you could use that on any of Paul's plays up there. You could use on the individual plays. Of course, you could use it on long-term passes. You just want to bundle up his best bets. You could use that as well. And of course, remember, all long-term passes, we're talking 3, 7, and 30-day and 1-year all sports pass includes the new feature, late Steam play. And we talked about that in the open here. Any play that Paul will enter between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, you will get email notification of the pick. The rest of the picks, you're going to have to log in the morning and get the plays, but the late play, the late Steam will be emailed to you. So that is an added feature now to the long-term passes. Also sold individually on the pick ticker, but for your long-term customers, you will get that email notification, an added feature there to the site. So get on board and get signed up. And don't forget, use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you can access Paul's 20% discount. You can access this page, Paul's handicapper page, by going over, hitting the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab at the top where it says Cappers, and then find his name, and then get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Sale here, joined by Paul Agueros. And Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, these are all plays for the weekend, starting La Liga on Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Valencia versus Mallorca. We're expecting a lot of cars here, so Mallorca over 3.5 cars at plus 107. La Liga Saturday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern. Valladolid versus Sociedad, both teams to score minus 125. La Liga on Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Espanyol versus Elche. We're going to take both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at a nice plus 135. La Liga on Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, Real Madrid versus Sevilla. We're going to take both teams to score, minus 125. And final play is EPL on Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. A big game between Chelsea and Manchester United. We're going to side with the under 2.5 goals at plus 105.
All right, there you go. Paul got us from Tony'sPicks.com. That's his 5-pack, guys. But remember, if you're looking for Paul's best bets, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up. Click the link in the description, click the All Cappers tab, and get signed up. Remember, this is Paul's handicapper page there. Just scroll down and find the plays for sale, or again, the individual plays, the 1-day passes, the best bets right here on the board. So in orange is profit guarantee, which means it must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That's profit guaranteed. The stuff here in yellow, they're not profit guaranteed because these are long-term passes that are already sold at a big discount. So that's how it rolls there. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. All right, Paul, it is now time for the recap.
We just did the recap, but I can do it again if you want.
Oh, we just did the recap. We just did it. That's right. That's right. We just did it. All right. There's enough flash there for the recap, guys. I was going through the whole promo again anyway. So there we go. We got the recap in. Paul gave it to us. But anyway, guys, get signed up for that. All right. That's going to do it here for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us so we get the best place here from Paul here on the show, of course, for free picks, and you want to get them here by hitting notifications when we're live. All right, that's going to do it here for the show, guys. We're going to wait goodbye to you guys. Have a great evening and afternoon, making a winning one. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Soccer